With our primed Space Wizard in hand, ready to go, we jump straight into our first layer, which is of course our base with Thousand Sons Blue. This here I did have thinned down a little bit, just to get a nice even coverage, so it was nice and smooth. It did, however, take me 3 layers to get the coverage I wanted, just due to the spray primer that I used, 1 being white, and 2, just the way that the paint had adhered to it. It had a little bit of trouble. Upon watching back my own footage here, I did realise I really need to invest in a slightly bigger brush, because doing these first few layers was quite tedious. I was being careful not to overspill on other areas, just because. Next we have Pink Horror. The next layer, again thinned down very slightly, just going through there, picking out all these other parts of the stripe patterns. Now the reason for this, I'm going pink. I'm not making it a pride flag marine as it may look at the moment, but that is solely just the pink there, because the yellow that we're going to use in a later step, it is just so much easier to paint with if you put this pink down as a base, as opposed to just painting straight over the white. I don't know why, it just works, okay? Next up we got the really tedious part, switching over to Retributor Armor. We're going through, picking out all of the trim, which is very time consuming. There's just so much of it. Slowly, carefully working my way around. Of course, naturally you're going to get the odd spot here and there where you get a little bit of overspill and go onto an area you've already done. It's going to happen, that's all good. Expect it, don't be annoyed with yourself, and just go back at a later stage and tidy that up. With all of our golds done, we're now swapping to Avalanche Sunset, and we're going back over the previous step that we did with the pink, and just painting in the yellow there, over that. And see how easily that goes down. Smooth, simple. Up next I have Corvus Black, which is just a very deep grey. Slowly go through there, pick out all these joints in the armour, such as in the gloves, the suit seals, in between the arms and legs. Moving on, next up Lead Belcher. Just going to be going over the Space Wizard's staff here, also picking out just a little vents on the back of his backpack. Next I hit all of the blue armor with Druchii Violet. Unfortunately I accidentally lost the footage of this process and only have this one little clip. Next up we go with Reikland Flesh Shade. We're going over all of the gold trim pieces. Moving on with Bony Spikes from the Warpaint Fanatic range. Any off-white will do, or creamy colour. I just didn't have anything else apart from this one on hand. Following up with a shade of Soul Blight Grey. This stuff is brilliant and just looks so fantastic on the whites. I grab Corn Red and make a start on the little back cloak. This here is where you can really see that I had a bit of trouble with the primer fighting against me there. I did many coats before moving on to Mephiston Red, just giving that another highlight there. Very thin down. I think I did, again, about 3 passes here just to get a nice even coverage. Moving through now, I bust out the Green Stuff World Fluoro colour range, tackling here with the bright fluorescent green, the eyes across the backpack, helmet, and a couple on the body of the Marine as well, before then moving forward and tackling the flames, where I start with the base of the fluoro yellow, then colour theory being the amazing thing that it is. Put blue over yellow and what do you get? Green. This was a very happy little accident. I think the transition that it made there by itself is just absolutely beautiful. It looks really, really cool. So I then proceeded to go over with the purple as well to tie that all through and finish up on the flames. Now swapping back to the Thousand Sons Blue, I'm going through now just re-establishing a bit more of that colour over the darker surface from the Drucci Violet wash. This I personally don't really dig the bold lines and sharp edges at the heavy metal style, so I just go through stippling this over the surface, not covering into the shadows that we achieved via the wash, just creating a bit of a gradient and colour shift throughout. Next step is Ahriman Blue. Again, just doing the same as the last process, but I'm just going through picking out very small areas that I just want to have a bit more punch with that lighter blue colour and tone coming through. With that out of the way, I move on to Auric Armour Gold. I'm just going through picking out the highest points and a few of the edges of the gold trim pieces. Just try to get a bit of vibrancy and pop onto those corners. Next up, I've got some mithril silver. Any bright silver will do here. I'm just picking out the rivets across the armour panels, backpack, helmet and such, and this was the final step. And here we have the final product, our finished Rubric Marine in all of his splendour.